Live from the wettest woods you know, it's Malignant Bear, featuring me, JD Grousmits. Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're battling a storm. And against the storm. How very appropriate. This is an early access roguelike or roguelite, it doesn't matter. City builder. We put out a video on it a couple weeks ago, maybe longer than that, I don't know. Sometime at the very end of the year. When I had played it a little bit, I thought it was interesting. I've been playing it more ever since because this is one of the most comfortable games I think I've ever played, which is interesting. Usually you don't think of that with roguelite or roguelike, but you definitely think of it with City Builder. It's a very unique combination, and they do a very good job with it. And I mentioned that the game is early access. This is one of, if not the best, early access campaigns I have ever seen in a game in terms of the devs' ability to give good updates and everything, both in terms of content but also explanation for what they're doing. They have bi-weekly updates for the game, and they go into pretty much everything that they're doing with really detailed notes, their rationale behind everything. They accept feedback and everything from the players and all that. Just all in all, very impressive. And that's to say nothing of the game itself being impressive. Even if I was just to judge this on the quality of the early access support, great. But it's also backed up by a fantastic game. One of the better ones I've played in a while, and we've played quite a few good ones on stream, especially recently. But I played this very briefly at the end of last year, like I said. I played it more this year. So it's probably going to go on the Game of the Year list this year, just because of that. Even already, I can say that with confidence, this is one of the better games that I will probably play this year. So let's check out why that is. Or not. Maybe. OBS has been giving me some issues because I did the dumb thing where I updated it the other day. That was why we were late starting, because it did that cool thing where it was like, I don't know what any of your audio inputs are anymore, JD. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thank you, OBS. I'm so glad, considering they worked just the other day. Anyway, they seem to be working now, especially if I unmute them. Neat. We're batting 1,000 there. So over here in the corner, hidden by the model, is the roadmap thing where you can see everything that they're planning on adding and when they're going to do it, which is pretty cool. They have more detail on their actual website and on their Discord, which is nice, and it's also linked right there. Just got an update today, which it didn't add a whole lot, but the fact of the matter is that you can go to it right from there. It opens up the Steam page, which I cannot show because it opened in another window and I don't trust myself with OBS right now. But it has really detailed notes, including breakdowns of why they've made all the changes that they have, and why they've added the things they have, and why they're adding them in the order they are, and all of that. It's just really cool. It's nice to see that level of transparency from game dev, especially in this day and age, where there's lots of kind of questionable updates and things to games. But yeah, and you can even see when the next update is, which is pretty cool. So let's jump in and play, though. Let's see what this is actually about. Again, we put out a video on it, but it didn't show a whole lot. It's kind of hard to show a game like this that's more of a slow burn in a quick look like that. So that was why I wanted to save it for another stream. So you start out here in the overworld. There's the smoldering city. And the story behind the game is you're members of the smoldering city. It's the last city on the planet, as far as you know, because every now and then massive storms ravage the land and destroy everything except for the smoldering city. In between those horrible storms, though, you are sent out as the viceroy by the Red Queen, the Scarlet Queen, whatever her name is, and she sends you out to establish these little colonies to get resources for the smoldering city. And the meta element then, the kind of longer term progression, is you can upgrade the smoldering city itself. So you get some unique resources food stockpiles, sometimes machinery and sometimes artifacts. You get these for pretty much every mission and these for more specific things. And they let you get these little passives that take effect for all of your potential games. So every run, you can still work towards something and get a little bit better. So you are constantly unlocking content through this. And in addition to that, there's a deed system where you have achievements and things where you have to do specific things. You can get some unlocks through that and some XP, and that XP lets you level up. And as you level up, you unlock more features that way too. And it's not just features for here in the city, it's also features for each individual game then, when you are establishing a colony and getting out into the world and actually playing the game. There's daily expeditions. I haven't unlocked those yet, and that's even with like 25 hours in the game. I just haven't gotten to those yet. And then there's these training expeditions as well if you want to experience other things that way. But you can only set out a few times until the storm comes, and then you have to wipe everything clean. You get to keep all of these resources, which is good. Those are the only thing that carries over between different runs. So, you can see whenever you're going to place your city on the map, that'll determine the tile set you're in for that level, and there's a couple different ones. Each one has different effects and things, and different unique events that can happen too, and you can see how much rewards you're going to get based on that. You ideally want to go someplace where you can get as much food as possible. That is the biggest thing. So in this one, there's actually an event here on the map that we can spawn in and take advantage of this. So the Royal Guard is watching over this region. Discovering glades doesn't increase hostility. And I'll explain that mechanic when we actually get into it. But it looks like we have one, maybe two more runs before the cycle finishes. So let's just go someplace where we can get some good resources. We'll stick to the woods. How about that? So whenever you start out, you get to pick a caravan of your initial followers and resources that's going to come with you into the woods, or wherever else you happen to go. So you want to pick different followers. Every map you can only have 3 races with you, and each race has different slight benefits and things, and then other things that you can do to kind of keep them happy and placate them as your workers. So it looks like we have humans and lizards on this map, and then one third one. Right now there's only 4 races in the game. They're going to add a 5th eventually. They just did a poll for that. But the other races are beavers and harpies at the moment. So you can see what resources you'll get. Various foods, various building things, simple tools. Probably want those. So we'll pick this. And then I also have this thing called embarkation points. So you can pick different other things to go with you. So I'm going to pick another group of villagers to come live with us, some extra food, and some extra wood. And we have an odd number of points, so we're not going to get any stone or clay. But it's nice to start off with extra food. You don't have to worry about it quite as much. You can see a summary of what's here, the difficulty settings and all that. The length of time that it's going to take to win this actual specific match, essentially. The size of the map, the rewards you'll get, and any potential modifiers. So these are randomized, we'll see them when we get in. But we're in a good spot, so we're going to get some pretty good modifiers for the most part. And we can see what resources are going to be on the map as well. You can name your settlement whenever you want, or just leave it random and it does, or leave it blank and it does it random for you. And then there's a whole bunch of different difficulty settings as well. Above this, there is like the prestige modes, and those scale up to, I think it's like 20 or something crazy. So you can make this game brutally difficult if you want to. Or you can keep it on Settler or Pioneer, like I do. And it just gets a little more chill. So we're going to keep it on Settler just to keep this relatively short. And you can see the different effects that you'll get. So, more reputation required to win, Blight Rot and Corruption. Again, different things going on there, but we'll keep it basic. And you can see in detail all the raw numbers behind everything that's actually going to happen here. We'll go ahead and embark though, and it's going to yell at us. Yes, we still have points. I do not care. Alright, so these are the additional effects we have. Rich in timber, so trees give more wood, that's good. And because we're on the lowest difficulty, settlers have a chance of not consuming food, which is nice. +3 to berries production, okay, only in the drizzle season. And +3 to drizzle water production. We have some negatives too. Okay, so we get extra hostility, and storms can be worse. Okay. And it tells us during which season these are going to happen in. So the game starts off automatically paused, which is really nice. And when you get in here, you have a couple things, some different resources that you can check out. So you can see the foods that you have, the building materials, and then the fuel and exploration materials that you have. And also you can collect water, which is important because it rains all the time. It's a little louder in the game than I thought it was. This gives us an excuse to check out the options really quick. Turn that down just a wee bit there. Okay. In the game is a full encyclopedia as well. We can showcase that. Tons of detail here for everything you can possibly think of. So you can figure out exactly what's going on at any point in the game, which is nice. But anyway, we'll keep looking at the UI and then we'll actually start off and go. So yeah, up here again we have our resources, which is nice. This is the clock, so you can see the game goes on kind of a yearly cycle, and you have your drizzle years and your storm years. So drizzle, it's pretty much always raining, and that's kind of the more chill time. And then when it starts storming, things can get a little bit worse. You might have some problems then. Just in general, it's a little bit rougher. But you also have this mechanic called hostility. As you're investigating the level, whatever level it might be, the forest gets a little bit more hostile towards you. And your people do not like that. You might have some problems with that as well. It could spawn some other random events and things. But there's ways you can mitigate that as well. So here we see our effects going on. Further along the top, you can control every bit of consumption that all of your people have. So if you don't want your lizards to eat biscuits, you can tell them not to. Maybe you might want to do that though, because lizards don't really care too much about biscuits, but humans do. You can see all of the different recipes and things that you can make, and you can even fully search this as well. You can set production limits on everything. So if you're on a map where there's not a whole lot of stone or clay, you might only want a couple bricks sitting around just in case, instead of just constantly using them. So that's kind of neat. We can see up in the top left, here's the different races that we have right now. So we have humans, and we can see all of the different things that it's going to increase their resolve. So the more resolve they have, the better they work, and if they get to a certain threshold, then that's going to give us constant points towards the victory condition, which we can talk about later. But you can see the things that they need for resolve, what their current resolve is. And there's a thing here where you can increase resolve by giving them lighter treatment. So they'll get a bonus, but everybody else gets a negative. Same thing with lizards, we can see what they're doing. Down here at the bottom, we see the bonuses that we have. We can also see our win condition, which is reputation. So every game, you have to get a set number of reputation. On the lowest difficulty, it's just 12. And that is balanced with the Queen's Impatience. This builds constantly over time, and if it maxes out, you lose. You can get it to go down by doing certain events that spawn, whether it's on the map or things that she gives you that are called orders. I have run into some levels where there just weren't orders. They did not spawn because of a random condition, and those were significantly harder even on the lowest setting. But you do those orders or random events on the map to get more reputation, or if your races have high resolve, they can also get that maxed out too. At certain points in the reputation levels, you get more blueprints, which is more buildings that you can build, which we see down here. So you can build some basic roads. This is how you get various resources, food, housing. Of course, your people have to live somewhere. Industry, so you can craft some of those things. For example, turning stone into bricks or wood into timber planks. You have some other things. So if you're playing on harder difficulty settings, you might want to use, blight rot posts to get rid of that. You can store your resources other places. You can even expand your little village. And of course, there's trading too. If I was to have one complaint with this game so far, it's that it is very heavily reliant on trading. There is like a lot of things, like a lot of orders and bonuses and other buildings and stuff and resources that go into trading, and it can get a little tedious. But you can also make decorations, make your place look a little nicer, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we haven't even done anything yet. This is what you start out with every time. You have your little warehouse, where all your resources are, and your hearth. So you can only build certain things around the hearth. All of your resource buildings can go anywhere, but your housing and stuff can only go here. So you can see the area where that goes. We're going to start off, we're going to build some nice little roads, because our guys move faster on roads. Okay, there's some trees right there. It's okay. Thankfully, basic paths do not cost us anything, so you can put them anywhere you want. And you can even destroy things and move things as well. Your warehouse and hearth cannot be moved, but everything else can. And you can destroy stuff at any point, and get those resources back too. So if you are like me, and city builders make you weirdly anxious because everything has to look perfect, you can fix that in this game if stuff doesn't look perfect because you had to maneuver things. You can do that constantly. So we're going to start off just building some basic paths, and the most important thing we want to do is build a woodcutter's camp. At least one, probably more like 2 of these, because we're surrounded by forests. We have to expand, we have to go out, find more resources, and see what might be out there. So we're going to build 2 woodcutter's camps, and I'm trying to think. So we want to go into these glades. That's what these are, these areas where we can't see what's in them. There's the small glades and then bigger ones. And those are where more resources are than what you have just here, where you start out. So you want to cut through the trees to get to them. So you want to build lumber camps and assign your people to do that. So you want to think about what direction you're going to go in to get to specific things. So we're going to go... put those there. We can also choose new buildings. We spawned in. You always get 3 extra blueprints that you can do. So we'll take a look at these. And ideally, you don't want to pick these early on, because you instead want to see what orders you get, because depending on the orders you get, you might need different buildings than these. That said, Carpenter is pretty much essential. So we're going to pick that one. Plantation is as well. I definitely want that. And we'll leave that third one. We'll let that go for now. Okay, so we'll start it up. So now the game is actually going. You can change the speed as well. So if you want a little faster experience, you can do that. All the way up to 3 times. Your people are just zooming around. Leave it on 1.5 to start, though. Can zoom in and check things out. Has a very comfortable, almost kind of like Warcraft 3 art style. Click on your individual people sometimes. Sometimes. Maybe? There we go. Even have names. And you can see their specific needs and everything. So they need a house and a workplace and everything else. They'll get that eventually. So you can assign people by clicking on buildings manually. Or by holding down this button. And then holding down the Alt key shows you everything that you have. And you can select and be like, alright, I want my humans to go there. And now they're doing that. So I said we want to direct them where they're going to go. You can choose which trees you're going to cut down. So let's push up in this direction first. So anything that's gold is where they're actually going to be cutting. Just kind of cut around here, get ourselves a little bit more room. Get into this first glade. We also had our first cornerstone. So every year you get a cornerstone and a group of settlers that'll come randomly. This is a gift from the Queen. She's given you some things to help make it a little bit easier. So wealthy settlers, or settlements attract wealthy settlers. Newcomers bring 40% more goods with them for every hearth level. Gain pigments for every insects. Or... ooh, this is good. An artifact infused with the power of the Holy Flame. Hostility from woodcutters is decreased by 4. So we can pick these, or decline it, go really hard mode, or re-roll everything that you have. So we're going to pick this. This is a pretty good one, because the forest hates when we cut down trees for some weird reason. So we want to try to mitigate that as best we can. Okay, so while they're doing that, I'm going to get started on that. So we have some other things here in our starting area. So if we click on this, we can see flax field and what building it requires to get that. Same thing here, we have some broccoli. We need a small forager's camp. Having some food is pretty important. Put that right there so they can take advantage of the path. Everybody that's not assigned to something is automatically a builder. You don't have to worry about that. And you can see their status up here. How many people you have, how many builders you have, and how many people are homeless. Everyone right now is, of course, homeless. Here we have our first orders that just popped in. So you can see you get a lot of orders and when you actually get them. So the queen sends you orders. So keep humans happy for 30 seconds, or keep lizards happy for 30 seconds. So that's what we have to do, and then we can pick one of these and then the rewards that we get out of that. So we can get 2 new humans or 2 new lizards. And either grain or meat. This one's going to be easier to do. We can get that one done and over with. Sometimes the same order will pop up again if you choose a different one. This one is do glade events, or this one is keep humans happy. Another minor complaint I have is that you can't see some of the stuff when you're in the orders. So like this one would be pretty easy. I could make humans happy almost instantly. This one we have... So here we'll get a perk, a passive thing like those that we have down there if we complete this objective. Or we can do this one to get some goods and some more villagers. One moment, sorry. Some difficulties here. Okay, so we'll go with, this one is just discover 3 glades. We'll go with that, that's pretty easy. Alright, so you can see your orders over there in the top right, which is nice. So we're going to use the lighter treatment option. We're going to take advantage of that. Make our lizards very happy. Just have to keep them happy for a little bit, and then we can turn that off and turn our attention back to the humans and make them very happy for a little bit. So everybody takes little breaks, they go and have their meals. They do that automatically, you don't have to worry about that. Even within buildings like this, you can choose what they're going to actually harvest and look for. Alright, so our lizards are happy. So when we complete this, it's going to give us 1 rank of reputation and take away 1 level of Queen's Impatience. Because of that, we're going to wait to turn it in, because we don't have a full level of Queen's Impatience. It's better to just wait a little bit. It's counted as done even though the lizard's resolve has dropped. Doesn't matter to us. So we can ignore that for a little bit. One of the things they added was a cooldown to this lighter treatment ability, which is good because it kind of needed it. It was a little broken. So we have to wait a little bit, and then we can make humans happy. And then once they are, we'll get that one done as well. Let's see, we still have some people homeless, actually. Build 1 more house. We've got plenty of wood for it. So everything's going nicely here. It's just a nice kind of mellow game. Kind of the nice ambient noise of the rain, very chill music. Start making the humans happy again. You can see, oh, we actually have a clearance here. Okay, that's good. And we've gotten into our first glade, so we can see what's in it. Shows this nice little notification on the map. And it's a good one. It's green. We just got some more resources that we can harvest out of it. So no rush to do anything with that. Within our hearth, you can see this sets up where we can build, but it also has different levels. And based on those levels, it gets some more benefits. And you can sacrifice some of your resources in the hearth to get over some of the harder times if your people are, you know, a little angry about the weather, for example. You can sacrifice some wood or coal or oil, and then that makes them happy. paths serve a practical purpose if your people go a little bit faster on them, so you want to try to build them pretty much everywhere that you can. Alright, Queen's Impatience is up over 1, so we will turn in... who do we need more of? Probably humans. Although either way, I think we're doing pretty good. So you can see we can move our woodcutters camp. No biggie. Start pushing towards this glade as well. We eventually need to get into 3 of them. So might as well start working on that. People automatically put resources back in buildings, and then when they can't hold any more things there, they'll take them to the warehouse. Or if you build another little warehouse, they'll take it to the closest one. Let's go ahead and put another shelter up there. Need that before too long. We'll do 2. We'll future-proof ourselves a little bit here. Turn in that one. We get some more humans. So again, different races are good at different things. We can see that here. Humans are really good at farming and drinking. And lizards are really good at hunting. And they like jobs that take place in warm environments. So if you have a forge, for example, they're a little bit more interested in that. Beavers are really good at chopping down wood. And harpies are really good at arts and crafts. So. And foxes, when they get added, are going to be really good at being furry bait, I think. It's no shock that they won that poll. I think the other options were frogs and bats. As you can see, it's storming now. Our resolve is dropping. People do not like when it storms. Some extra negative effects when it happens too. Speed things up a little bit though. Got a 2 times speed. See what blueprints we have. You can spend amber, which is another resource you get from either events or trading, to re-roll some things. Let's go with... none of these are super useful. We'll go with cookhouse. And... I don't think we have anything else that can do trade goods, do we? Can't remember. So you can pause at any point to look at things. Okay, so yeah, or wait, no. Building materials, luxury goods. So yeah, we need something that can do trade goods. So we have a little bit more room, we'll get into that. Yeah, we'll turn this one in. Get another building going. Oh, see, this is what I wanted before, was the smithy. And of course, now we get it. Alright, everybody's hard at work here. Let's get that going. Oop. Game does autosave frequently, and when it does, it tends to stutter a little bit. Alright, but let's see. We get some newcomers, some new people. Alright, so it looks like Harpies is going to be our 3rd race, which is fine. And you can see every time new people come, you also get some resources with them, and you get to pick who you're going to take. So we're going to take that one with the Harpies, because one of the other jobs that your people have is someone has to man the fires, and different races have different bonuses to that. So Harpies can increase everybody's carrying capacity by 5, which is pretty nice. So we're going to put our lone Harpy in charge of that. And we're going to build this here. We want to start getting some mushrooms in. And maybe some stone as well, why not? So get a new cornerstone. So these can potentially be big changes to the game. It's like this one. Global production is 50% faster, but trading is unavailable. Every 2 newly completed dangerous glade events lowers hostility. People are feeling rebellious. Gain +1 global resolve for every 2 impatience points. Ideally, we don't want to have that many impatience points, so we're going to get Calming the Forest instead. It's nice to know it's an option. You can change what your people are cutting down as well. It's like this, for example. I want them to focus on those trees so I can get a little bit more room over there. Just get our lizards going here. There's a ton of hotkeys for the game too, so you can do things significantly faster than I am. But again, I think it's kind of a low-stress game, so I'm not super worried about that. Need one more house. We have some homeless people. Or homeless lizards. Homeless lizard and bird. Alright. Got new orders, new things we gotta do. So we can complete trade routes or have people housed. Let's get people housed. This one is have packs of provisions or keep harpies happy. We have 1 harpy. And what do we get for that? Not a whole lot. Let's go with this one. Oop. Alright, so they're done chopping over there. That's good. Let's see. No one ever actually goes into their house, which is kind of a choice. So you can determine where they're facing, but it never actually matters. So we got another glade. In it we have some meat, some vegetables, and a small abandoned cache. So sometimes you can find these, and these are little mini events. So you can choose to keep the goods and get some extra stuff there, including a perk, or send it back to the Citadel, and you'll get a little bit of reputation and some amber. See, we only have a couple simple tools, so we're going to leave that. We don't have any reason to mess with that now. There's some events that you want to tackle as soon as you find them, because they are negative if you don't. But in that case, we don't need to do much with it. What we do need to do is upgrade our hearth. So we can see we get a nice bonus here, an increased global resolve if we do. And it's easy enough to do. Just have to make it look a little nicer around here. Do a garden. Some roads around this. Oop. So our hearth is upgraded now. It's all the way to the 2nd level even. Alright, yeah. Get some nice bonuses from that, which is good. Looks a little fancier. Don't have districts unlocked yet. But again, looks like a pretty nice place to live, yeah? Some more stuff there. Auto-saving once again. Let's see, we will turn that one in, get some more people who are immediately homeless, of course. As you do. The irony is, of course, that the mission that we were turning in was the one to make people not homeless. We'll make this look a little bit nicer, why not? Some benches there. Not that anyone ever uses it, but it'll just look a little nicer. Okay. Pick a new building. Let's go with Coats, pigments, and barrels. Why not? Okay. Alright, so yeah, your wood carvers will, wood cutters, I guess, they will go and they'll cut down trees that are in range once they run out of things that you have tagged. Keep them on their toes. Another glade there. Nothing too crazy in any of them yet. Eventually, though, you want to start getting to these, the dangerous and forbidden glades, and they have the events that can actually kill some of your people and cause serious negative effects if you don't deal with them quickly enough. We will get there at some point, though. No rush. You can see any of your resource buildings have a range around which they will actually, do their job. Just going to move that up here so that they can get some new broccoli. Might as well turn in that one too. Get even more buildings. Let's go with the temple. Get some big serious buildings here now. Our stonecutters are all done working. So again, they finish those resources off. Just move them to the next one. They don't mind. Stuff doesn't have to be put on roads. You can put it pretty much wherever you want. Alright. And a new cornerstone. Some fossils contain valuable surprises. Gain 2 amber for every 20 sea marrow. Or increase the amount of goods produced in the plantation. Or we can re-roll and see if we get something better. We'll go with this, because there's actually sea marrow on this map. So. Some new people coming in. How are we doing food-wise? Pretty good. Let's get more harpies. So they're not alone. Looks like there's fertile land there, so we don't want to impede that. Let's see. Actually, let's put this over here and start working on this side too. And you can cut as much or as little as the forest as you want. If you just want narrow paths going to things, you can totally do that. Or you can clear cut the whole map, doesn't matter. Alright. Set that up there. Everybody's happy and healthy. Can get people working on that if we want to. We don't need to, though. Start thinking about some other goods, though. Want to build a crude workstation, that's pretty essential. And also a makeshift post, so we can start getting some basic production stuff happening. You have to assign people to these, too. And even within these, you can pick what you're going to make. So maybe we don't want any of this stuff. Maybe with planks, we only need, I don't know, like 5 of them. That should be fine. Put some harpies in there. And here you can see we have a quest to do packs of provisions. Maybe we're going to get some more, too. Have coats. Or jerky. We get more eggs if we make jerky. See, do some trading. Make some trade goods. Have aesthetics. Make lizards happy. Let's go with aesthetics. That one's pretty easy to do. And let's also build another big, important building as the trading posts. Move some stuff around, make our town a little bit more comfy looking. Move that a little bit. So we need a trading post. Put that right there. We also need 6 more aesthetics. We can do... start putting some lamps up. Why not? So what, 2 more? 3. And then how about flower beds? Go extra. We'll put even more in. Why not? Can make this really fancy. Put a little bench in there. Some barrels. Alright, so we need trade goods and building materials and packs of provisions. Even within the crafting, you can choose which of your resources are going to be used for specific things. So we want provisions. We should probably make them with insects. Or no, eggs. We have more eggs. Let's see, we need 6 of those. So only make 6. Get to it, humans. Some higher end structures need more things. So here we can see if we want to build a church, it's going to take a whole lot more stuff. So trading camp is done, so we have our first trader. So these guys come every year. There's a different trader. And they have different resources, so you can sell your goods or buy their goods. You have to make sure everything's balanced. They also have some of these other things that you get. So, yeah, buildings build faster. They're already pretty fast. Pigment, not super useful. Yeah, nothing there jumping out at me. So we'll let him go. But we also unlock trade routes then. And this is where the game can get a little tedious, because there's a lot of quests and orders and things, and a lot of cornerstones and perks that are based around trade routes. And they're kind of a pain, because people want specific things. Sometimes I have gotten trade routes where people want things that aren't even on my map. Like, they literally cannot spawn on my map. So I have to give them something they don't even want, or that I can't even get. And then you have to have provisions to go with it. And it also costs a bunch of time. And you get some amber out of it, but it's not enough to really make it worth it, I think. Interestingly enough, you can trade with your old settlements. So, keep that as is for now, that we don't need it. Turn in that one order, though. Some more aesthetics. Get a new building out of it. Go with the herbalist camp. So we upgrade any of our buildings. So we start with a small version of all the camps, but you can get regular ones, and they automatically upgrade if they're already out there. Which is a nice thing. Initially, they were 2 different versions, so you had to just build the new one every time, and that was pretty terrible. So I'm glad they changed that. We have enough people, so we can comfortably have some more people gathering wood. Get another path going up here. Let's get people. There's options to auto-pause the game when you do certain things, or of course you can just hit spacebar anytime you want. Different roads are better than others, but of course more expensive. So paths cost absolutely nothing and give you the full benefit. there's no reason not to just put them everywhere. So you can see we're out of resources there, and there's nowhere else with stone on the map. You had a good run. We get everything back, so it doesn't even matter. See, when you're about to build stuff, it's going to tell you where the resources that it can actually harvest are. So in this case, there's eggs over here. Food is good. Put that there. Got provisions, that's very good. Okay, so we can turn that one in. Keep that at like 2. We only need like 2 provisions. Oh, our harpies are unhappy. Resolve gets too low, people will leave. Be smart. Actually, we'll sacrifice some wood. That'll help negate a little bit of the storm. Yeah, we want to get in that glade, why not? Okay. Alright, so we'll quit giving the harpies preferential treatment. They're happy enough now. So we have a lot of lizards, and a lot of lizards not doing anything. Oh, because we forgot to assign them to that. That would make sense. Let's put that there. Right. So our lizards are good at hunting. Even though this is not really hunting, it counts. They're better at it. So we get more cornerstones. 2 insects every time a tree is cut down during the storm. Okay, so they nerfed that a little bit. It used to just be 2 anytime. It's still pretty good, though. It means you have essentially infinite food. This one is coats and bricks. We already have so many lizards. Let's get more other stuff. Alright, everybody's hard at work. That's good. That's good. You can destroy resource nodes on the map if you want to as well. So if you have stuff that's like spawned in your base that you just don't need or are trying to build around for some reason, you can get rid of them. Let's get a farm going here. Where do I want to put this at? Humans are good at farming, so you can toss them in there. More lizards, too. Swap these out, put our harpies in there. Get our people farming. Kind of a bizarre spot for it, but it's okay. Sometimes you get that. They're going to get us berries and plant fiber from that farm. Over here, we'll get a small harvester's camp so we can get this crap out of the way. And again, build roads. Make them move a little faster around it. Roads all around our farm there. Help out there. Still foraging away over there. So we need trade goods and building materials, which we can actually make. Let's see. Let's up that. Don't need to sacrifice right now. It's not a big deal. So we need 10 building materials, then we need to start thinking about trade goods as well. Get those with the lumber mill or the smithy. These little arrows on the map denote where they're going to get resources from when they start actually building these things. Let's see here. That up there. Also get, let's get a carpenter, why not? I want to put that at. Weird size building, I don't know where it fits. Actually, no, I think this counts as farming, sort of. Get some more orders. Go to glades. Build stone roads. So you can see one of those orders was complete 12 trade routes. So do, you know, these things 12 times, potentially. Again, just, it's a good feature and I can see why they added it, but there's a lot of reliance on it and I wish there wouldn't be. Alright, so we have quest to build some stone roads. Don't have that much stone, though. Let's try to find some more in the forest. It's raining hard again. Sacrifice some stuff. Alright, take a little drink while we wait out the storm. So you can see here they're not building this because I don't have enough planks because they're using planks for other things, namely the building materials. Eventually, though, they'll stop. And then they'll start building that instead. Another trader here, which is good. So let us see. Sometimes you can get blueprints from them, which is nice. Lowers hostility. We do have a lot of hostility right now. That could be worth it. We have enough amber. Yeah, we can afford that. And we always need more planks, but it's not usually worth it to buy them. Can attack traders and try to get some of their goods, but then they might not show up again. Or they won't show up again that cycle, I should say. So you have to do every mission then until they'll show up. So it's usually not a very good idea. Meat production increases +1 every 25 times it's produced. That's pretty good. Oop. Got some more people too. Vegetables and copper, or plant fiber. Just go with that. Homeless people again. Okay, we'll do that. Herbalist camp has no deposits, and I don't see any other herbs anywhere. Alright. Outlived your usefulness. Let's see, we want to start cutting for here. Right, yeah. Okay. This we can actually move, get that a little closer there. Don't need those paths anymore. Let's get open this glade and see what we can get. This one too, why not? What are you doing over here? Want to try not to put out too many areas where you're telling them to cut, so they can get kind of overwhelmed. Alright, but everything's going good. Use some more rocks. Don't have too many of those. Trade routes looking. Why would you ever do that? Simple tools are so useful. Our trappers are out of resources already. Let's put them over here. This egg. Single egg. Or, no, it's not even an egg. Okay. Harvester's camp. Oh, they're done too. There's nothing else for them to harvest either. Everybody's out of work. Okay. A lot of builders. We're not playing this as efficiently as we could. So let's build some more woodcutters camps. You don't want to build too many woodcutters camps early on until you have ways to potentially mitigate the hostility. Even on lower difficulty settings, it can be annoying to have the forest that angry at you all the time. Get some clay. We can actually use that. Oh, no. Actually, no. There's no stone from that. There are people there. Okay. Those berries look good. My other kind of minor complaint, other than trade routes and some slight issues with the UI, is I wish you could zoom in a little further and definitely zoom out more. I wish I could, see a little bit more of the detail on some of these things. They did a good job with the art style, and then it'd be nice to zoom out more to get more of the full picture, because the maps, this is a medium-sized map. There's a lot here, and if you are really power gaming and like planning your route of like, oh boy, I only want to go for, that glade, it can be a little tricky to get there. Foragers are finally out of resources there. Send them there. Build a new path to help them out. Get our final set of orders here. So see, complete 12 trade routes. Or fulfill a need for education. All of these are kind of sucky. Have more provisions. We'll do that one. Why not? Alright, so now the pressure is on to finish these orders before the Queen gets too mad at us. Let's move some stuff around here. Let's see. We're headed for our first kind of major, potentially dangerous situation here. Start cutting into more things. Why not? Small trappers camp. That's this one. Get these eggs. Get another cornerstone. We survived another year. Plus global resolve by 3 for 60 seconds every time you do a trade route. Yeah, why not? See what trade routes we can possibly do here. Want eggs, provisions, so we could do that. Want sea marrow. So yeah, we definitely need provisions again. Start working on that. Get traders a little faster if you want to do that. Let's see, who needs what? Plenty of clay, and we're actually not using anything. Send that off. How many packs do we have? 2. Alright, so we'll do those trade routes there. Need more stone. Haven't gotten any more. Maybe the trader will have some. We can buy it from. Oops. Click the wrong thing. Let's get more harpies. Why not? Everybody's fully homed. That's good. Alright, so we have our first Forbidden Glade here. So they have a ton of resources, but they also have sometimes these little events. So it's a large destroyed caravan stranded in the wilderness. What could have caused this? So as we're working on it, it's going to impact our global resolve. But if we don't work on it fast enough, we get impatience points. So we have to solve this within the next couple of minutes. So we'll send some people there, and we can choose what we want to do with the stuff we get from it. We will send it back to the Citadel, get some reputation from it, and hope that we can finish it before the next storm hits. Because otherwise we might be in trouble. Let's see, we still need... Oh, they're finally building this. Okay, good. Took them long enough. So that was what? It's the smithy, it's the lumber mill, so we still need a carpenter. A trader. What do you have? Actually, we need jerky. 30 jerky to fulfill that need. Doesn't even cost that much, so it's not too bad. Sell. Don't need copper for anything, get rid of that. Don't super need plant fiber either. Let's balance that out, make the trade. Go into multiple glades at once. Okay. Plenty of amber right now too, which is nice. We want to hold on to it though. We should get some extra jerky just in case, actually. We have tons of plant fiber, and we're not doing much of anything with it. You give me some amber? Balance this out a little bit more. Okay, not too bad. So again, you can kind of supplement the things that you don't have with stuff that the trader has. What else do I need? Artisan. Could do that. Okay, start thinking about some of the stuff that's down here. Plenty of paths, who cares? Again, doesn't have to be nice and orderly. I just like it that way. So our trade routes coming along here. So all done. We have some provisions again. They want trade goods, though. How much amber do we have? We have enough we can do that. Ooh, they want to buy jerky. We need jerky for our quests. Same thing there. They want to buy our coats. We don't have any coats. Okay, we'll go with those. More roads up here. Nope, don't need to talk to you. Need more roads. Oop. Some more people. I will give you 4 meat if you go back to the Citadel. Okay, so this is pretty much done. They're just getting stuff out of it. Still have enough simple tools. Let's cut into this, actually. Let's see what's in this one. Oop. Finished our need for jerky. Our woodcutter's up here, working in tandem to finish that one off. Okay, so clearing that up. Same thing there. Just make that a little more orderly. More roads. More housing, why not? Uh-oh. Trappers are out of meat. Get this single egg. Fight over it. Ooh. Stone, we need that. Okay. Okay. Put that up there. Oh, that's right, I'm building a church. I couldn't remember. Room for a little bit more housing over there too, why not? Okay. so they finished that up. Pretty close to the end, actually. Almost have enough resolve. None of these buildings are jumping out at me as something that we desperately need. But it costs 0 amber to reroll? That doesn't seem right. Oh, because I'm not making any bricks. That would be why. It's like, why are they not doing anything? Okay. Small foragers camp. Right, that's this stuff. This takes 12 tools, but we have 16. Let's get started on that. And we've gotten into another big glade here. So even with these events, you can choose what resources you're going to use to actually get into them. Sometimes you get little buildings. You can get those. Let's see, for this one, we need plenty of resin. Let's do that. Go with that. Okay. Wealthy settlers, why not? Check our trade routes, how's that going? Okay, so we have it set to auto-collect our trade routes, which is nice. Leveled up with this settlement. What does the city want? Let's do that one. You guys want eggs or crystallized dew? Yeah, let's do those. Of course, we can build more little warehouses, make things a little easier for our people. Or it can be cruel and keep them as it is. To walk very far. Roots with the fur. Both small trappers are out of resources now. Think I have any on the map either. No. Get rid of that. Let's cut around this, see if there's any more fertile soil under it. Want that. So again, you can play this more efficiently, you know, just cover the entire planet in roads and put more warehouses and things, but or you can take it as chill as you want, just do it like this. I don't have enough tools for that. Oh, I don't need coats or... Actually, I do need trade goods. What else can I trade? Flour. Flour. Yeah, we'll do that, why not? Whatever. I need, what, 10? 10 of those? Yeah. More paved roads. Trade routes are done. I have provisions too, so we can deal with that. No, I need stone. You should sell me stone. Do I have more of resin? It sure is bright. Cut that down instead. Okay, nobody's homeless right now. That's good. Got plenty of room to build if we had to, though. Oh, we need fabric. Make fabric. I don't need too much of it. They'll figure it out. Oh, I need fabric for all these things, too. That's why they never built them. Okay. Oops. Okay, we only need... what is it? Okay, we're just shy of 11. So you can cheese a little bit if you get people to high resolve. Start automatically building reputation that way. So we can get a little bit from this to push us to 11. And then turn in this final quest. See what our final blueprint is, why not? Bathhouse. We won't actually build it, but... And of course, now you have stone, huh? Now that you don't even need it anymore. Fine. Build more paved roads, just for the heck of it. Put that one there. Look at all of our workers go. It's so fast. Now we win. Maybe you turn in and get to the, whatever your threshold is there for reputation. Your settlement's complete. Village's position has been secured. You can now choose to leave or continue to play on this map. But any additional deeds, so there's the achievements, won't be completed. Not earn any more experience points or Citadel resources. So we got those. You can see our difficulty multiplier. Obviously, we're playing on easy mode, so it doesn't matter. But you get some bonuses for that. You can keep playing if you just want to, keep it comfy. Or go back to the world map and see what you've earned. Still too early to finish the cycle, so we'd have to do another game then. Darn, oh, what a shame. Oh, how terrible, I have to keep playing. Oh no. Let's see a different tile set here. Start with humans. Second verse, same as the first. So we can see our benefits here. We're in a new biome. This is the marshlands. I kind of don't like this one because it's hard to see what trees you have marked, because it's kind of the same color. Gathering is increased by 10% for every 2 workers assigned to gathering camps. Giant resource nodes, okay. Plus 3 mushrooms. Traders are faster, alright. It's big wide open space here, that's good. That's what I wanted. You pretty much always want to build paths around these things. Your initial warehouse and the hearth. Because that's where all your people are going to spend a lot of their time. Just moving around between them. Then, of course, obviously, woodcutter's camp. Get a big glade right up there. Another one right there. Another one right there. A little one right there. Okay. Let's go this direction first, I guess. Build that. And a trapper's camp. Some paths around this, too. Our people can get eggs faster in these trying times. Let's have some stone. Don't super need it yet. Let's put Harpy there. 2 woodcutters camps. 3 times speed. Go, go, go. Yes, yes. Okay. So we want to make sure that they're not cutting into that blade there too early. This is our priority here. So our first orders. Do 2 glade events. Okay. Find 3 glades. We can do that. Have 6 harpies, or 3 building materials. Ooh, that'll give us a building. See what cornerstones we got. Meat. Start thinking about buildings here. Carpenter. Pretty good. Smithy, very good. Ooh, Trapper's Camp, though, that's... okay, ooh, we lucked out there, we get Smithy again. So it's totally random. That's where the kind of... I mean, obviously you get a random map every time and all that. But you also get random things in terms of the cards and stuff, so that's where the rogue elements come into play with this. Yeah, going into dangerous glades too early could be bad, because we might not have the resources necessary to do the events. It will not fit there, okay. Let's put that in there. Everybody's homeless, I forgot about that. Trader already? What's he got for us? Plantation, cookhouse, and bakery. Plantation, not so much on this map. We'll just leave that as is. Got a glade. Alright, now we can think about going into this one. Obviously, on 3 times speed, he's in and out of there pretty quick. Finish those houses. We got homeless people here. Okay, good, good. Harvest those eggs. We have some fuel, not enough to negate the storm, so we'll just keep on as we are. See what we get in this glade. Okay, that's actually good. All right, so we can use that. This is termite mounds. We want to get this because if we do, we get a new building. And it's a pretty easy event, too. So this is a nice one to start with. Okay. New people. Beavers. We need planks. Beavers can help us get more planks, too. So you can see here, you know, for every 10 completed trade routes, all houses will have room for 1 more person. So you have to do 10 trade routes for that. There's another one, you know, protected trade routes. Okay, I get it. Sometimes you get these ethereal perks. This is a cornerstone option that'll disappear if you unpause the game. So if you stop to look at how much wood you have, because if you take this one, everybody gathers wood faster, but you lose all the wood you have. It's pretty much always worth it to take it. Because you will make up for what you've lost pretty quickly. It's a lot of mushrooms. Oh no. My eggs. There's a lot of meat down here. Let's get the meat that's closer first. Build a little path to it. And around it, kinda. Just start chopping down some of these trees, get us some more room here. I don't need this anymore. Eventually we want to go that way, so we can get some room on that side of the hearth. What do you have? That could be useful. Except I don't have any amber. Have people in houses. Could probably do that. Do trade routes. Or have grain. Darn, I was hoping he would sell grain and we could just kind of cheese that one. Do the trade routes one. Oh, we have homeless people again. When did we get more? I don't remember getting more people. Oh no, that's right, we got beavers. Okay. Oh, this is done. So this is a decoration, so we get some bonuses from it. And in addition to that, it gives us 5 insects every minute. And we can eat those. You gotta live across the street from that, though. Your property value is gonna tank. Names I can't pronounce. Well, the lion chewer is coming up big here. They live across the street from each other, though. Oh, we got stone there. Probably want to do something with this. If only to get it out of the way. It is kind of right there. No, not you. Our next thing is going to be going up here. Some more room to expand. It's raining, but it's not raining too bad. Nobody's too unhappy yet. What, did you guys finish that already? Oh my god. Ruthless. Can't do anything with that yet. Coal and copper veins are a little annoying. Because they're one of the few things you can't delete. You can just build over them, and it doesn't matter. Which is weird. But again, if you're going for a pure aesthetics build, you know, it's, you don't want that stuff in your base. Alright. New people, new cornerstones. We've survived. Yeah, why not? Okay. Where's that wood? So we want to start thinking about making some crafting stuff. Let's do a crude workstation. Makeshift post. Same place as last time. Eventually... Yeah, that's all we need, actually. Okay. Do you have... Plantation could be good, if we could afford it. We cannot pay very much for insects. Start thinking about... I was gonna say, never mind, we should do trade routes, but we don't have stuff for that. Oh, that is outside the hearth, okay. I thought I was just close enough to count, but I guess not. Alright, to get to the next level, we need some decorations. Do not have any of those. Put a garden next to our termites. Water them, water the termites. It's important. Don't want them to get dehydrated. So we can put something there. Let's make it look a little nicer. Let's put a lamp there. And an extra path. It's, 2 benches. Yeah. And now we're upgraded to neighborhood level. Oh, and we finished the thing. I think that's the first one we finished, so that's probably good that we did that. We still have homeless people. 8 beavers. We have like 2. We get a lumber mill if we get more though. Get that one. And then target beavers. Have luxury goods. I don't have anything to make luxury goods. 2 rain collectors. Or just open some caches. Well, we have some caches. We don't have any simple tools though. That might complicate that one a bit. Start going up here. Okay, those guys are good. Be better if they had a path. Okay. Could be going better. Foragers camp would help. Now it helps if I assign people to jobs, too. So we need provisions. Alright? And crops. So many crops. Don't need bricks for anything, or pipes. Or even really fabric. Oh, we have enough beavers to get a full complement of them. At wood cutting. Let's cut up this way. Start going into this glade. Our beavers. Okay. Oh, right, homeless. Can't go there. That'll have to do. We're out of stone. I think there's more right here. Best place to put that. Take advantage of this. Gives us a little more room up there, too. Which we want. Alright. Queen's impatience it's growing. So we gotta start doing some stuff. I'm about to cut into 2 glades at the same time, which is probably a mistake. Do we have provisions? We do not. Alright, cornerstones, quick. All farms can plant mushrooms. Eh. All houses have more room. We need, oh, this could be good too. A lot of impatience, but no, more housing. What you got? Nothing useful. Okay. Actually, no, we don't need leather for anything. We can sell leather and use that to get something. Actually, no, as soon as I sell that, somebody's going to be like, give me leather and a trade route. Not that we have any provisions, but... Give me more beavers. I also need harpies. Crap. I could have gone the other way. Oh well. Gets all this eventually. Be bold. Cut into this one too. Why not? Screw it. If we die, we die. More woodcutters. Alright, here we go. Foragers camp. A rain spirit totem. Oh crap. Defeat this with the power of planks? No, the trader's gone. Oh crap. No. That could be bad. Make more planks. What's this one? Thing. Stop what you're doing. Deal with that thing instead. Living matter. It'll make people sick if we don't deal with it fast enough, but it'll eat food while we're dealing with it. Deal with it. It'll give us meat for some reason. Oh, we finished that. Okay, good. We got enough planks. Okay, they're working on that. That's good. Good. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Okay, so we have a quest for that, so we will not pick that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. They're about to cut into this one, too. Oop. What do you got? Sometimes you get really lucky and just buy reputation. Because sometimes you really need that. Like right now, we really need that. Give me amber. I need way more amber. What do you think of, what do you think of insects, huh? Yeah. Apparently not very highly, right? No, I still need 3 more. Of course, it costs more than it's worth, because, you know... Thanks, capitalism. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that could be make or break later on in this. Especially because we don't have any simple tools. You sell those? No. Ooh, finished another event. We got tools out of it. And people. It's still not enough people, but we're getting somewhere. Let's build another shelter too. We're going to need them eventually. It's gotta look pretty too. Come on. Alright, that should keep us on housing for quite a while. Beavers. We have 3 beavers. Stone cutters are done? Okay. How did I miss that? More rocks. Oop. Okay. Have humans. Make them happy. Have pies and biscuits. No. Of course, I need leather for something. And a need for clothing. I don't know about that one. Don't have enough tools for anything. Alright, finish this though, and we got a totem, a rain totem, and it decreases hostility. Just in time. Turn around and go deal with this now. We have exactly enough tools for it. So with this one, if we don't deal with it fast enough, all amber and wine are taken away from us. The queen hates us. And as we're working on it, we get minus global resolve. But we did get a thing. Little totem. We need to move into here. That'll increase your property values. Just like the termites did to your neighbors. For this, we probably want... Artisan, we need to make coats. That's one of our objectives, is to give people coats. And do stuff up there. We get 3 clay per minute. Yes. Just have infinite clay and we can sell it to everybody who comes in. I need 1 more harpy and 2 more beavers. How convenient is that, huh? Alright, and it's... to get beavers to 50 or to 20 resolve, we can do that right now too. That gets us clothing. Why are you not happy? Next we need humans to be happy. That one might be a little harder. But beavers are happy, so I'm happy. We do have some amber, actually. Cookhouse. Food. I need clothes, though. The tools, actually, is probably more useful. Will you buy clay? We have infinite clay. It hasn't... we don't have it yet, but we will. About some insects first. And... meat? Plenty of meat. Okay. So that was costly, but we did it because we need to open these caches. And we will actually get that amber back. No, we still need 1 more. Do you have more?
Hello.
No. Crap. You didn't have coats either, that's right. It was a horrible deal. How do we make coats? Do we have anything to make coats? That's right, artisan can. But we don't have fabric. Do you have fabric? You do. Oh, I don't have the amber yet. Because they have to open that first. Oh, I need 1 more tool. We're still doing pretty good, though. We've got plenty of time. None of those are all that useful for what we need to do. Okay. What did we just open? Oh, we turned in something. Okay. Let's build a... leather worker. You don't really need one, but... let's put that there. Start working on these giant mushrooms. Would come in handy. Who's not working right now? Humans. Lazy. No stone. Okay. Still working on that. That's coal. Do we have any provisions? We do not. Why do we not? What? I do wish this system was a little bit better too. It should automatically like use some of your other stuff. Instead it just kind of sits on things. Like it kept trying to make something with nothing. Need more human resolve. We can get that if we build... temple? Possibly. I had space to put it somewhere. Alright, our final orders. Stone roads, I think we can do that one. Have heart piece. We don't have that many. It's a long-term goal. We can definitely do stone routes, though. It's giving us a freebie there, we need it. Yeah. Gain barrels for... no. No. None of those were good. This one again. Harvesting, planting are slower. Well, we don't have any farms, so I don't care about that one at all. What we need here? Harpies. Settle for eggs. It's like the same thing. Okay. So I want to build temple. Ooh. Give you all of my amber. And how about a whole mess of wood? Thank you. Wonder if this would stack with our infinite permanent clay. Doesn't super matter. 12. How do we have 41? What happened there? We had none before. I knew I bought a lot, but it wasn't that many. Ooh, 10% faster. Yeah, send it to the Citadel. We don't need it. Which other ones? Ah. Okay. They're building that pretty quick. Wow. How about the bathhouse? Right next to the church. And that's like a weird size thing. Right next to the hearth. So with some of the big buildings like this, they fulfill needs for things, but they take special resources to do it. But they also have a passive effect if you're willing to put in one of each type of people that you have. Turn in that. Oh, we can start doing trade routes too. What do you want? How many do we have? Yeah. I need coats. I can't give you my coats. Pretty close. Oop. This autosaves always scare me. I think it's gonna crash. It hasn't yet. It will, probably. Maybe. Alright, now we just wait. Once those 2 caches are done, we will get enough reputation. We'll pick buildings just so we can see more of them. Doesn't really matter. The tavern. Boy, I bet those termites are well watered by now. This is very much a, like, one more turn kind of game of, like, you finish your settlement here, and then you're like, alright, on to the next one, let's just keep it going. Because it's a roguelike, it's good at that. Settlement complete. Got our rewards, and we completed a deed. We completed 10 trade routes, so you can see I don't do trade routes too often. Go back to the city here. Turn in our deeds, we get some XP for it. It's not a ton, but still helps out a little bit. You can see what upgrades we have. More things that we can pick when we start. That could be useful. Let's go with this, though. Alright, now the big thing. We've uncovered the, we've gotten to the end of the cycle. It's too late to go out and get another city. So yeah, the Blade Storm is almost here. You can see a summary of everything, all the cities you've built this cycle, everything that you've unlocked, how much XP you got, all that cool stuff. And everything's back to square one. So in addition to it being the roguelike or roguelite rather, in terms of individual expeditions when you're building your settlement, the entire map gets wiped every cycle. So you can build new settlements and you get more of the random events too. I do know that as you get further on, you can unlock the fact that there are other cities. Other cities did survive, and there is some competitive elements with them. There's not, battles or anything like that, but you have to, deal with the fact that they're also putting up settlements. So you need to think where you're going to put yours to get resources, and you can trade with them and things like that. So there's a lot of cool stuff in this game. They are adding more constantly. Like I said, this is one of the better, if not the best, early access titles in terms of just dev response and everything that they're doing. Just fantastic on that front, in addition to just being a very good game. This is a fun city builder. It's a unique way to have the roguelike elements in something. It's managed well. And I'm just glad something like this exists. Again, it's a cool concept. I wouldn't have thought that this would have worked as well as it does, but I sure am glad that it does. So, but yeah, we'll end it there. This is Against the Storm. If it wasn't obvious, I'm certainly enjoying it. And whether you were here live or you happen to watch this VOD later on down the road, hope you enjoyed it too. And until next time, have a good one.